And we're back on the Fowler Show. Now, before you pay attention to this interview, the first thing I need you to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/Fowler Show. To talk about this, we're joined by the one and only Shaunna Thomas from UltraViolet, good friend of mine, good friend of the show. Shaunna, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Shaunna, tell me, what did Rick Ross do now?
Well, I mean, just per your introduction, I just want to say at the outset, you know, we at UltraViolet, we are hip-hop fans, like big hip-hop fans.
No, totally, and that's the reason why I queued it up the way that I queued it up.
Yeah. So this is not an indictment of hip-hop. This is not an indictment of rap. This is, I mean,
just an indictment of Rick Ross and that particular song.
That was his fault, frankly. This is an American problem, right? We have a problem with rape and rape culture in America. And Rick Ross, unfortunately, sort of came into the crosshairs of a campaign that we've been running, trying to expose rape culture and the impact it has on women. And he handled it very badly, so it ultimately did not go well for him. But basically what he did was, a song came out, Ebony was the first to cover it, and there was one particularly really offensive lyric, and I'll read it to you exactly so I don't get it wrong. It goes, I put a Molly all up in her champagne, she ain't even know it. I took her home and I enjoyed that, she ain't even know it.
Wow.
Right.
America. Now,
right.
Yeah, I mean, and trust me, we've seen this before, but I think to hear it again and to hear it, you know, out of the beat, you take it out the beat and you suck it out out of the the beat and the rhythm. That's a pretty damning lyric, Shaunna.
It is, and that's what made his initial sort of apology really offensive. He said, "I'm sorry that people interpreted the lyric as rape." I mean,
well, how do you not interpret the lyric as I put a date rape drug or a roofie, also known the street name is a Molly, or it's a drug. I put a Molly in her drink, she didn't know it, then I took her home and she didn't know it.
And I enjoyed that, and she didn't even know it. So, I mean
it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's a duck, right, Shaunna?
Yeah, that was our take, and that ended up being the take of, like, you know, a lot of other people, other hip-hop artists. Talib Kweli expressed a lot of disappointment in Rick Ross. A huge portion of, like, the hip-hop kind of online journalist community was outraged by his essential defense of the lyric. And as Reebok kind of stayed silent through the course of the campaign over 2 weeks, we really, those of us on the outside who felt like it was a very obvious decision on their part to drop an endorsement deal that they had with Rick Ross, which was like the crux of our campaign. As they stayed silent, there was no other way for us to interpret that other than they must not think this is that bad. Ultimately, they clearly understood that it was as bad as we were saying it was, that lots of other people, including lots of their consumers, agreed with us, and they ultimately canceled the endorsement deal with Rick Ross last week, which was a huge victory and a really important one. That, in turn, led to Rick Ross making an apology that I think was much more... Well, it acknowledged
sincere,
at least that he had done something wrong, which was a big step, I think. Whether or not it was a genuine apology, I don't know. He had already lost his endorsement deal